Hey guys, it's Kay from KS Anonymous, and I am here today with a new subreddit to the channel, r/OffMyChest. It's been a terrible year. It's been a terrible lots of years, but everything crashed and burned a year ago and is still on fire. I've always had a lot of issues, but I can't remember the last time I woke up and didn't run to the bathroom to puke from anxiety first thing. I work 3 jobs as a single mother and am currently $600 behind on essential bills. My electricity and my phone are about to be shut off. I need my phone because I do delivery driving for my main job and the whole thing is on an app. This is basically the end for me. In a week, I won't be able to work and my electricity will be off. I don't know what to do. I haven't felt an emotion besides anger or anxiety in a long time. I spent most of my grocery budget on those bills already, but saved a little bit because we need to eat, obviously. I haven't eaten in a few days. I don't really like tomatoes, but I was remembering when I was small and my mom would eat them fresh with salt. I liked them a little bit fresh because I thought they tasted like sunshine. On a whim, I googled a farmer's market and headed over to find some. I got some small fresh tomatoes. They also had fresh basil. I got a small bunch and headed over to the grocery store for some mozzarella to make caprese salad. At the grocery store, Burson cheese was on sale. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a soft, flavorful cheese that I love, but have once every 2 years or so because I can never justify spending $6 on a tiny pack of it. They had it on sale for $5 off. I bought 2 for $1 each. They expired today. They are absolutely fine, a little less soft, but fine. I just ate a whole one. I was in heaven. They also had pints of ice cream on sale for $1. I don't know why this store today decided to sell 2 of my favorite things for 1/6 of the price, but I had a moment today where I was content. It was nice. Ooh, well, I'm really sorry that you're going through those hard times, but I'm really glad that you can find happiness in the small things, and I'm so happy that you were able to find those things for such a small price and just enjoy something for once. And I really hope that you find the help that you need and you're able to continue working. My best friend died 10 years ago. Every August 23rd, I take the day off work and do all the things he liked doing. My best friend died in 2009. Every year on August 23rd, I take the day off work and do all the things he enjoyed. Today, I have decided to play his favorite video game, listen to his favorite band, and drink his favorite drink all day. I haven't told anyone that I do this, and I'm starting to think it's becoming weird and maybe I shouldn't do it. But at the same time, I enjoy remembering him this way. Has anyone else done anything like this? This one gets me in the feels. I feel like crying right now. Gosh. I don't think that's weird. I think we all grieve differently. And like thinking about someone remembering... I had, 2 classmates I knew die in middle school. And they weren't super close. But it feels like they're frozen in time. And it really bothers me. I don't know. It just bothers me that they exist in that time. And then they just stopped existing. So I guess when they were saying like play their favorite video game and listen to their favorite music and drink their favorite drink, I was just thinking like how old is the game and how old is the music? Because it's like they're stuck in that time, but they're gone. Wow, way to bring down the mood here. So no, I don't think that's weird. I think that's beautiful. You're bringing them to the time with you through things that were from like their time that they existed in and stuff like that. Woo, I am just emotional right now. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Lily. My cousin's fiance is a really big fan of your channel, and he wanted to send you a story about this rare disease he has. Your videos are popular, getting thousands of views, and I got him to tell his story to spread more light on the disease. I would really appreciate it if you put it in a video. My name is Jessie. Pretty much my entire life, I've suffered from this sleep disorder called Klein-Levin syndrome. Basically, every month I go through a period of about 2 to 3 weeks where I pretty much sleep 20 to 24 hours every day. And I gotta tell you, it sucks. I can't spend time with my 2 young daughters, Max and Jane, or my fiancée, Anna. I can't work. I had to quit my job as a music teacher. It destroyed my dream of having a career in microbiology, film, and firefighting. Sometimes it gets so bad that I wonder about ending it. Then I tell myself that it's better not seeing my family for a couple of weeks than never seeing them ever again. I just feel like such a burden on my family. My poor fiance has to look after my daughters even though they are not even her children. My wonderful mom also has helped me take care of Max and Jane, even though they're not her responsibility either. This whole thing started when I was a baby. I would sleep very deeply, being undisturbed all night and most of the day. This was a joy to my parents, especially as my twin sister would wake up from a pin drop. However, it got to the point where I slept so much, my parents were worried and sent me to the doctor. I went to a sleep specialist program where they put electrodes on my head to measure my brainwaves. They found out that I was sleeping solidly for 4 weeks. And the weirdest thing was I would do normal baby things like poop, suck my thumb, and breastfeed whilst I was asleep. And it hasn't changed. There are some cues that I'm going into my sleep period. I get really snappy, to the point of aggression. To show you how dumb and petty it is, this one time Anna left the fridge open and I yelled at her and we had this massive argument. I also get a strong desire to binge eat. It's like being stoned. I'll put the grossest food combos together. I'll put Cheese Whiz, sushi, sauerkraut, and pizza together. I'll put cheesecake, whipped cream, and M&Ms together. I gained 5 pounds in fat doing this. Sometimes I also have a strong intimacy urge. I don't want to go into details, but it's embarrassing how much I want Anna during this period. Before I met her, I visited my dad in his birth country of Ecuador and met one of the locals in Quito Clare. 9 months later, my twins arrived. Later on, I would sneak off at night for Tinder hookups, even with 2 young babies at home with mom. That's how bad I needed it. I read that some guys with Klein-Levin syndrome often get on the offender registers due to the fact that their urges are so strong they don't care about consent. One of the most annoying things is people being unsympathetic. People often assume I'm just lazy or don't want to stay awake. That's ridiculous. I want to stay awake as long as possible to see my daughters grow up, to spend time with my fiance and my other family. I have missed so many things from being asleep. I missed my kids' sports day, Max's first tooth coming out, both the daughters' first steps, my Swedish grandfather's funeral. Heck, I even had to postpone my own wedding because I was asleep. We're having it in October now. I wish there was a cure. There is no benefit to staying asleep this long. If I had tons of energy when I woke up and a longer lifespan, then maybe I'd tolerate it. But I don't. I just feel groggy and tired. In fact, I used to look pretty toned and lost all of my muscles from not exercising for 3 weeks a month. Caffeine doesn't really help. Nothing helps. The only thing I can do is spread my story around and hope that one day they find a cure. Thank you, Lily, for sending in Jesse's story. There is a link in the description to the Klein-Levin Syndrome Foundation, where you can learn more about it and maybe even spread information, give, etc., that kind of stuff, if you feel so compelled to. Apparently, about 1 in a million people worldwide live with this particular syndrome, and as a result, there's very little incentive for researchers and pharmaceutical companies to invest in research. So there could be possibly a cure just sitting there that nobody's really looking into because so few people have this. And I hope that perhaps this foundation or foundations like it or whatnot can fund research that will hopefully quickly bring a cure or at least some sort of help to this situation, because that's really awful. Jesse, I'm so sorry that you have to live with that. I hope that there's something found soon for you and that your life with Anna and your children continues to be a good one. I know that it might not feel like a good one right now because of all of the setbacks, but obviously if you're engaged, there's something good going on there, and so I hope the best for you, and thanks for sending that in. Day 1 as a single dad. Today was the first day of being a single dad. Mom is gone. She took her toxic drug addiction and cheating ways on down the road. We are better off for it. We deserve better than what she was to us. But now, here I am, alone with my beautiful little girl curled up beside me, and I am hopeful this is the new start we need. She needs her daddy to be strong. She needs a role model in her life to show her the way. I want to be what her mom couldn't be. I want to learn to braid her hair just like Elsa. I want to teach her and watch her grow. She deserves the world and has been let down so far. No more. Not again. Today was the day we move forward for us. For her. I am terrified, shaken to my core. I am broken, but I'm going to get up off the floor and give this amazing little girl the moon and the stars, or die trying. As an adult daughter whose father chose to do the same for me, I thank you. When I look back on my life and all the sacrifices my dad made for me and the little things he did to show me how much he loved and cared for me, I now realize they were the big things. I hope her mother finds the help she needs before it is too late for your daughter's sake as well as her own. P.S. If you really want to learn how to braid her hair, call a local salon and ask if they can give you a lesson. The stylist would be more than glad, and she will think you're the coolest dad ever. Good luck to you. Times like this, I grab a dry erase marker and write stuff on my bathroom mirror so I see it every day. The message changes depending on what I need. When I was going through my divorce, it was stand tall, be strong, move forward. When your daughter is old enough to read, writing stuff on her bathroom mirror telling her how awesome she is, putting notes in her school bag, you'll have to judge if she grows out of that type of validation where her friends can see. Putting fun pictures of you guys being silly, all that stuff is pretty tangible proof you love her. You might get one of those digital picture frames to cycle through all the best memories and videos. I also love to grab pics of fun and interesting things that make me laugh. Laughter is your friend here. In the morning, if you're having trouble getting started, listen to a comedy show while you're getting ready for the day. Starting with a smile always seems to help. My stepdad always said I could call him if I was ever in a jam and he wouldn't be mad and I wouldn't get in trouble. Having that knowledge in my back pocket growing up that my dad had my back no matter what is not something a lot of other kids could say. It made me feel safer to know dad was on my side, and while he was still dad/parent, he was also my greatest protector and friend. To this day, I know that I can call him anytime from anywhere and he will be there for me without question. You just can't put a price on that kind of feeling, and he remains one of my very best friends and greatest mentors. Thanks, Dad. Edited to also add, you don't need to buy her things. Some of my best memories where Dad just let me talk and he listened without judgment and provided his advice when asked. Always ask if she wants an ear or wants advice. You'll be shocked at how much your kid will open up when you give her the room to talk, and where you actually listen. Your undivided attention will be one of your greatest gifts. Gosh, edited again. I keep thinking of all these awesome memories. One of my favorite things my dad did when my sister and I had trouble getting up is to play music. He'd play the intro to Space Odyssey 2000, but I have another friend whose mama would crank up the jams and wake her kids up full on rocking the heck out, dancing into their rooms. She was so over the top ridiculous about it. It made them laugh every single time. I think at one point she was putting on ridiculous costumes for their birthday wake-ups. But back to my dad, it made me smile every time, and how can you not get out of bed when you're listening to that? Or Chariots of Fire, another fave of his. There are so many fun things that will bond you together that don't cost anything except a bit of imagination and laughter. Good luck to you. Yes, OP, good luck to you. So proud of you for standing up and being the father and not ditching your daughter in this scary time. I'm so sorry that the mother is being this way, that she's caught up in addiction and addicted to, I guess, other people as well. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but I'm so glad that that little girl has a dad like you who's going to be there for her, and you can do this. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of you. It's going to be okay, and you're really strong, and I hope the best for you. Well, thank you guys all for listening. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like and let me know your thoughts about all of these in the comments below. Again, as always, these stories are linked in the description box except for the one that was emailed to me, so that one for responses you'll have to comment so that the viewer can read your thoughts on those, but for the other ones you can go to the original post if you would like to. I want to real quick thank my patrons for being so awesome and supporting me in this way. I have my face palmers and my crazy K's. You should see them up on the screen. Thank you all so much for supporting me. If you are interested in becoming a patron, I do have that information also in the description box as well as on the end screen. I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!